If you feel like your life is stuck, that even if you do everything, things just don't flow, this video will show you how to clear deep energy blocks, heal invisible traumas, and become a natural magnet for miracles, in just 7 simple yet powerful steps. Stay until the end of the video, because step 7 is the most important and rarely discussed. Are you tired of feeling stuck, blocked, or like life just isn't flowing for you, no matter how hard you try? In this video, you'll discover 7 powerful steps to permanently clear your energetic blocks, heal deep emotional wounds, and unlock the flow of miracles into your life. These are not vague concepts. They are actionable practices that can begin shifting your reality today. And trust me, you'll want to stay until the very end, because step 7 is the true secret most people never talk about. This isn't just another feel-good video. It's a transformational journey. You're about to understand why your manifestations haven't been working, why certain patterns keep repeating, and how unresolved trauma silently blocks abundance, love, and peace from flowing into your life. More importantly, you'll learn how to shift your vibration from within, so the external world can finally start reflecting the joy and freedom you deserve. Have you been carrying invisible pain that no one sees? Do you find yourself constantly attracting the same toxic relationships, financial struggles, or emotional weight you just can't explain? What if the problem isn't in your mindset, but in your energy field? And what if that could be healed, fully, and for good? If any part of this speaks to you, this video was made exactly for you. Each of the 7 steps we'll walk through is grounded in energetic principles, spiritual psychology, and intuitive healing. You'll be guided through breathwork, emotional release, visualization, subconscious rewiring, and the one thing most people skip, full energetic surrender. By the end of this video, you'll not only feel lighter, you'll begin to feel whole again. Many people report instant emotional shifts just by doing the exercises included here. So take a deep breath. You didn't find this video by accident. You were guided here for a reason, because something inside you is ready to let go, to heal, and to rise into your next level. Watch this with presence. Let each step land in your body, and by the end, you may just feel like a different version of yourself. Free, aligned, and magnetic to miracles. Step 1. Recognize and accept the energetic trauma. Before any true healing can begin, we must first become radically honest with ourselves. We are holding on to pain we've never fully acknowledged. Energetic trauma isn't always obvious. It often lives in the shadows of our being, hidden in suppressed memories, forgotten emotions, or subtle feelings of unworthiness that follow us like ghosts. It's the heaviness in your chest when you wake up, the tension in your shoulders during silence, or the lump in your throat when no words come out. These are not random sensations. They are signals. And the moment you begin to recognize them as such, you open the door to deep energetic liberation. Healing does not start with fixing. It starts with feeling. We live in a society that teaches us to numb, distract, and perform. From a young age, we're told to be strong, move on, keep going. But no one teaches us how to feel safely. Most of us carry unresolved energy from childhood, rejection, abandonment, humiliation, all encoded in the nervous system, stored in our energy field, and replayed through our relationships, careers, and health. This trauma isn't just emotional. It's energetic. It vibrates at a frequency that magnetizes experiences that validate the very pain we haven't healed. Until we recognize and accept that energetic trauma exists within us, we'll continue to attract situations that echo the frequency of our wounding, no matter how positive our affirmations may be. Recognition is the moment of awakening, the sacred pause where we stop running and turn inward. It's when we ask ourselves, what pain am I still carrying? What am I afraid to face? Where in my body do I feel stuck? Energetic awareness is not a mental process. It's embodied. That's why, right now, I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and gently scan your body from head to toe. Where do you feel tightness, discomfort, or emotional charge? Don't try to fix it. Just observe it with compassion. This simple act of observation is powerful. Because awareness without judgment is the beginning of healing. When you make space for what has been hidden, light starts to flow into the darkness. Acceptance is not resignation, it's integration. It means letting go of the shame you've carried for being too sensitive, too emotional, or too much. It means honoring the parts of you that have been in survival mode for far too long. When you accept your trauma without labeling it as wrong, you allow your energy field to soften. This creates a magnetic space for transformation. You don't need to understand every memory or know exactly what caused your pain. You simply need to allow it to exist, to breathe, to move, and eventually to dissolve. Healing is not linear, but every moment of true acceptance is a return to your wholeness. In this first step, your only job is to be present with what is. No need to analyze. No need to label. Just notice. When you bring presence to your pain, you stop identifying with it. You are not your trauma. You are the witness of it. And from that sacred witnessing, miracles can begin. This is the foundation for the next steps, where we'll begin to release what no longer serves and rebuild your energetic field with light, love, and aligned frequency. But none of that is possible without this first step. So take your time here. Let this be your permission to feel deeply, without apology. You are safe. You are seen. And you are already healing. And here's the truth. Most people never fully heal because they skip this step. They try to manifest without clearing. They chase external solutions without ever listening to the quiet ache inside. But healing is not about perfection. It's about presence. If you're still watching, it's because your soul is ready. Ready to release what no longer serves, and to reclaim your power. What you're feeling right now is not weakness, it's wisdom rising. Don't turn away from it. Lean in. Because once you recognize your pain as sacred, you gain access to a power within you that no one can ever take away. And that is exactly what the next steps will begin to activate. By the end of this video, you won't just understand your energy. You'll know how to work with it, purify it, and raise it to a frequency where miracles become normal. You'll learn how to clear emotional residue, reset your vibration, and open your energy field to love, clarity, and divine alignment. Each step builds on the last, guiding you deeper into your healing and closer to your highest self. So if you've ever felt lost, overwhelmed, or disconnected, stay with me. The transformation you've been seeking isn't outside of you. It's within. And it's already unfolding, one conscious breath, one honest moment, one sacred step at a time. Step 2. Vibrational cleansing through breath and sound. Once you've recognized and accepted the presence of energetic trauma, the next essential step is to cleanse your energetic field. Just like physical clutter weighs down your environment, energetic clutter clouds your aura and disrupts the natural flow of life force energy. One of the most powerful and ancient tools for clearing stagnant energy is the combination of breath and sound. These two forces bypass the mind and go straight to the energetic body, shifting frequencies, releasing tension, and realigning your entire system. Breath is spirit. Sound is vibration. Together, they open a portal to deep purification, a direct line to your soul's renewal. Let's begin with breath. Most people live their lives breathing shallowly, unconsciously, and reactively, locking their nervous systems in a state of survival. But conscious, rhythmic breathing has the power to reset your energetic state in minutes. Deep, diaphragmatic breaths activate the parasympathetic nervous system, sending signals of safety to the body, allowing old energy to surface and release. One of the most effective techniques is the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale slowly for 8. This rhythm calms your inner storm and prepares your energy for transformation. Try it now, not just as a practice, but as a sacred act of self-reclamation. Now, let's bring in sound. Every sound carries a frequency, and frequency is the language of the universe. Certain sounds, such as mantras, vocal toning, and healing frequencies like 528 Hz or 432 Hz, can literally restructure water molecules in the body, retune your chakras, and dissolve energetic blocks. Ancient traditions have used sound for millennia to heal trauma, awaken consciousness, and harmonize the body. Even humming or chanting simple vowels, like OM or AH, creates resonance in your chest and skull, activating dormant energy centers and flushing out stagnant vibrations. You don't have to be a singer. You just have to be willing to feel the sound moving through you. One powerful exercise you can try is combining breath and sound in one flowing ritual. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling the breath fill your lower belly. As you exhale, release a long vocal sound, a hum, a sigh, or a mantra that feels natural. Do this for a few minutes without judgment. You may feel tingling, emotions rising, or heat moving through your body. This is energy leaving your system. It's working. Allow the sound to be raw, primal, and honest. You're not performing, you're purging. You're not making noise, you're making space for healing. This is vibrational cleansing in its most embodied and immediate form. The beauty of breath and sound is that they're always available to you, anywhere, anytime. You don't need expensive tools or elaborate rituals. Your body is the instrument. Your breath is the bridge. Your voice is the medicine. The more consistently you practice this, the more you'll notice subtle shifts, a lighter aura, a calmer mind, and a heart more open to receive. And remember, each sound you release, each breath you take with intention, is like ringing a bell in your soul, signaling the universe, I am ready to be clear. I am ready to be whole. In the next step, we'll take this new spaciousness and begin reprogramming your inner narrative, so the healed version of you can finally take center stage. Step 3. Subconscious reprogramming with affirmations. After cleansing your energy field through breath and sound, you're now standing in a sacred space, a clearing, a silence where new frequencies can be planted. But here's what you must understand. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you do not consciously choose what to fill this space with, old programs will return by default. This is why the third step is about reprogramming the subconscious mind, the hidden operating system behind your thoughts, behaviors, and manifestations. And the most powerful way to begin that process is through intentional, emotionally charged affirmations. Not just spoken words, but encoded vibrations that rewire your energetic blueprint. Your subconscious mind governs over 90% of your life. Your beliefs about worthiness, abundance, health, love, and what is or isn't possible for you. Many of those beliefs were not chosen by you. They were inherited, absorbed, and internalized when you were too young to reject them. The words you heard as a child, the patterns you witnessed, the pain you couldn't process, all of it became programming. And unless you actively install new beliefs, you'll keep repeating the old story, even after doing all the right things. Affirmations, when spoken with presence and emotion, act like energetic codes, slowly dissolving the old and anchoring in the new. But here's the key: affirmations must be felt, not just repeated. If you say, I am worthy, but feel resistance in your body, that's where the work is. Don't ignore the discomfort, lean into it. That resistance is the old belief rising to be seen and released. Say the affirmation again. Say it slower. Place your hand on your heart and breathe into it. I am worthy of love. I am safe to receive. I allow miracles to find me now. Speak these not as desperate hopes, but as divine truths. The more you anchor into the feeling of your words, the more they imprint onto your energetic field and subconscious mind. Repetition with emotion creates transformation. To deepen this process, create a daily ritual. Choose 5 to 10 affirmations that align with your desired reality. Not just what you want to have, but who you want to become. Speak them every morning and night, in front of a mirror if possible. Look into your own eyes. This may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is incredibly powerful. Affirmations spoken directly to the self act like soul medicine. You are not just talking to your mind. You are reawakening forgotten parts of your being. Over time, these words become beliefs. Those beliefs become emotions. Those emotions become vibrations. And those vibrations reshape your reality. Remember this: every time you affirm something aligned with your truth, you're not lying to yourself. You're choosing a higher version of yourself to identify with. That's not delusion. That's creation. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined, It simply responds to repetition, emotion, and frequency. So speak your truth before it manifests. Affirm your light before it's visible. You are the narrator of your life. And the stories you choose to tell over and over again become the foundation of your future. In the next step, we'll enter the energetic center of transmutation, your heart. That's where the real magic begins. The truth is, your words are spells. Every time you speak, you're casting vibrational intentions into the quantum field. Most people unconsciously affirm their limitations every single day. I'm always tired. I never have enough. Nothing ever works out for me. These aren't just complaints. They are energetic commands. What you affirm repeatedly becomes the dominant signal your field broadcasts, and the universe simply responds in kind. That's why learning to speak deliberately is one of the most sacred spiritual disciplines. Imagine the shift that happens when every word you say affirms your power, your healing, and your alignment with miracles. This is not just mindset work, it's energetic mastery. So don't underestimate this step. Repetition is how the mind learns, and emotion is how the soul remembers. Even if it feels strange or fake at first, keep going. You're not trying to fake confidence. You're training your body and energy field to recognize a new truth. You're inviting your future self into the now. With every word spoken in love and belief, you're dissolving the old programs that kept you small and activating the blueprint of your highest potential. You are not broken. You're simply updating your frequency. And once your inner narrative aligns with your divine truth, reality has no choice but to follow. Step 4. Activate the heart as the center of transmutation. The mind may understand, but only the heart can truly transform. The heart is not just a biological organ. It is your energetic nucleus, your spiritual compass, and your gateway to divine intelligence. Science now confirms what ancient traditions always knew. The heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, up to 60 times more powerful than the brain. This means your heart is not only sensing your environment, but actively shaping it. And when activated with intention, love, and coherence, the heart becomes a portal of transmutation, capable of dissolving fear, guilt, and trauma into frequencies of peace, trust, and miraculous healing. Most of us have learned to protect our hearts, to close them in moments of pain, to numb them in the face of disappointment. But a closed heart can't receive, can't create, can't flow. What feels like stuckness in life is often just a shield around the heart. And yet, the very energy we most crave, love, joy, connection, abundance, all flows through the heart. You don't need to work harder to attract those things. You need to open the channel. You need to remember that your heart isn't broken, it's guarded. And it's time to gently, lovingly, begin letting those walls fall away. To activate the heart, start with breath and awareness. Place your hands over your chest, close your eyes, and breathe deeply into your heart center. Visualize a soft golden light expanding with each inhale, radiating warmth, safety, and calm. On each exhale, imagine this light dissolving old pain, heartbreak, shame, abandonment, betrayal, anything that has caused you to close yourself off from life. You don't need to force anything. Just allow the energy to move. If tears come, let them. If nothing comes, that's okay too. The heart opens not through force, but through presence. And presence is a form of love. Now speak to your heart like it's an old friend. Whisper, "I'm listening now. I'm here. You are safe with me." Feel that vibration ripple inward. This is where transmutation begins. When the wounded parts of you are finally met with compassion, not judgment. The more you hold space for your own heart, the more it becomes an alchemical chamber, transforming dense emotions into radiant energy. This is not abstract. It's energetic physics. The frequency of the heart can override and recalibrate every lower vibration in your field. But it only works when you stop resisting and start feeling. Feeling is the healing. As your heart reawakens, you may notice subtle but powerful changes. A deeper sense of calm, sudden moments of joy, intuitive guidance returning, or old pain rising up for release. This is a sign that the transmutation is working. Your heart is the center of divine intelligence. It knows the path back to your soul. When you let your heart lead, life flows. The right people show up. The opportunities align. The timing feels effortless. And from this sacred space, we move to the next step, where the energy of your past will be transformed through one of the most powerful tools available to you: light. When your heart and your thoughts are in conflict, the universe receives a mixed signal. You may say, "I want abundance." But if your heart feels fear, scarcity, or unworthiness, that vibration overrides your words. This is where heart coherence becomes essential. Heart coherence is the state in which your thoughts, emotions, breath, and energy are aligned, all flowing in harmony with your intention. In this state, your electromagnetic field becomes stronger, clearer, and more magnetic. It's not about thinking harder, it's about feeling truthfully. And when your heart beats in rhythm with your desires, your entire energetic field becomes a signal of certainty and attraction. Achieving coherence is simpler than most people realize. It doesn't require effort, it requires presence. When you breathe slowly into your heart, feel gratitude, and focus on an elevated emotion, even for just 2 minutes, your body begins to shift. Stress hormones decrease, the immune system strengthens, and your brain waves calm. But more than that, your energetic signature changes. You move from chaotic energy to organized energy, from resistance to resonance. This is the moment when reality starts to mirror your inner alignment. The most powerful manifestations arise not from desperation, but from coherence, the still, certain frequency of the heart. So if you've been trying to manifest from the mind alone, and wondering why nothing's shifting, this is your invitation to come back to the heart. When your mind says, "I believe," and your heart says, "I feel," and your breath says, "I receive," then, and only then, the universe echoes back, "Here it is." Coherence is not just a state of emotional balance. It is a language. It is how you communicate with the field of infinite intelligence. When you are coherent, the signal is clear. The response is immediate. And your life begins to reflect your inner truth, with grace and power. Step 5. Transmute memories with light. Even after clearing and aligning your energy, unresolved memories often linger like echoes in the subconscious, quietly shaping your reactions, emotions, and expectations. You may not consciously recall them, but your body remembers. Your energy remembers. Traumatic imprints can stay stuck in your field for years, even decades, unless they are consciously transmuted. This is not about erasing the past. It's about energetically rewriting it, infusing those moments with light so they no longer hold you hostage. In this step, you'll learn how to use the intelligence of light to revisit painful memories and elevate them to a higher frequency, where healing and freedom become possible. Light is more than a metaphor. It's a frequency, a vibration that holds intelligence, order, and pure divine potential. When you visualize light in a conscious, intentional way, especially golden, white, or violet light, you're not just imagining something pretty. You are engaging with a universal force that can reorganize energy, dissolve distortion, and restore coherence. The body responds to light. The mind softens in its presence. And your energetic field, when infused with light, begins to release old pain like steam rising from the surface. This is the energetic alchemy of transmutation, turning the lead of your past into the gold of your awakening. Begin by identifying a memory that still feels emotionally charged, a moment that made you feel powerless, unseen, ashamed, or afraid. You don't need to relive the pain in detail, but bring the scene gently into your awareness. Now visualize yourself entering that moment with a body of golden light, the version of you that is healed, whole, and radiant. See this higher self wrap your younger self in warmth, compassion, and safety. As the light expands, let it fill the scene. Watch the colors shift. Watch the emotions soften. You may see tears. You may feel resistance. Stay present. You are rewriting the emotional code of that moment. You are dissolving the energetic imprint. Speak to the version of you in that memory. You are safe now. You didn't deserve that. I love you. I see you. I'm here. These words, spoken with presence and intention, act like energetic codes, restoring dignity, dissolving shame, and anchoring love where pain once lived. The subconscious doesn't know time, so when you bring healing into the past, you create freedom in the now. And the more often you do this, the less emotional weight you carry, the more magnetic your field becomes, and the easier it is to step into the timeline of your highest potential. Light has no agenda. It simply brings truth. And truth heals. This practice is not just emotional. It's neurological and spiritual. Studies on visualization show that the brain responds to imagined events almost identically to real ones. You're literally creating new pathways, new memories, new patterns of response. And when those new patterns are infused with light, love, and empowerment, they begin to override the old story of suffering. You are not bound by your past. You are the alchemist of your experience. You have the power to enter any memory and flood it with divine presence. And the more you do this, the more your present becomes a reflection of your healing, not your wounding. Many people avoid looking into their past because they believe it will bring more pain. But in truth, what is ignored controls you. What is embraced transforms you. When you bring light into a memory, you reclaim your power from it. That moment no longer defines you. It becomes part of your sacred journey. There is no shame in what you went through. In fact, your pain has become the soil where your awakening now blooms. Transmuting memories is not a mental process. It's an energetic liberation. And every time you do it, you rewrite the story of who you are, from victim to creator, from broken to radiant. You don't need to wait years for healing. Energetic shifts can happen in seconds when you're fully present. A single memory, healed with light, can dissolve years of unconscious self-sabotage. That's the power of this step. You are working at the root, not just the symptoms. Imagine carrying no more guilt for that mistake, no more shame for what was done to you, no more grief weighing on your chest. Light is not just a visual tool. It is a frequency of forgiveness, acceptance, and divine remembrance. And when you bathe your past in that frequency, your future opens like never before. This step isn't just healing, it's empowerment. You are learning to become the source of your own transformation. You are no longer waiting for someone to fix you or validate you. You are choosing to meet your pain with presence and your past with light. And that makes you unstoppable. The version of you that's watching this video, feeling these words, and doing this inner work, that version is already rising. Trust that. Let this be your reminder. No matter what you've been through, you hold the light now. And with that light, you can go anywhere. Forward, upward, and far beyond anything your past ever imagined. Step 6. Rewrite your timeline. Your past doesn't just live in your memory. It lives in your energy. Every version of you that has ever existed still echoes within your field, subtly influencing your beliefs, emotions, and sense of identity. Many people unknowingly carry the weight of outdated timelines. Moments of pain, failure, betrayal, or regret, and these frozen moments create energetic loops that continue replaying. You might be making new choices, saying new affirmations, doing your healing work. But if your inner child is still stuck in fear, or your teenage self is still grieving, or your adult self never forgave, that energy creates distortion in your present. This is why rewriting your timeline is so powerful. It clears the energetic imprints and restores coherence across your entire story. This is not about denying what happened. It's about choosing a new relationship with your past. You are not changing facts, you are changing frequency. When you revisit a memory or period of your life through the lens of compassion, empowerment, and divine wisdom, you shift its energetic weight. Instead of shame, you find strength. Instead of loss, you see initiation. Instead of failure, you discover redirection. You can rewrite your timeline by reimagining the past version of you with the wisdom and love you now carry. This simple act of presence collapses time and rewires your field. Because when you heal the you back there, you heal the you here now. Here's how to begin. Close your eyes and travel back to a time in your life where you felt broken, confused, or abandoned. Picture that younger version of you clearly. Their body language, their emotions, the environment around them. Now enter the scene as your current self, wiser, more compassionate, filled with light. Sit beside that past self. Hold them. Speak gently. Say what no one said back then. You didn't deserve that. You are enough. I am with you now. And we made it through. Let them feel your presence. Let them feel safe. You are rewriting the energetic script of that moment. You are anchoring a new frequency in your timeline. The subconscious doesn't distinguish between past, present, and future. It simply responds to emotional charge. So when you heal a moment from the past, you aren't just feeling better. You are literally altering your vibrational pattern in the now. This affects your behavior, your decisions, your attractions, everything. Even your physical body begins to respond, releasing old tension, integrating old trauma, and making space for vitality. Over time, this practice helps you step out of reactive living and into sovereign creation. Your timeline becomes a story of awakening, not survival. And you begin to walk through life no longer as the wounded version of you, but as the author of your own evolution. Remember, the timeline is not fixed, it's fluid. The energy you carry today can ripple backward and forward, blessing your past and empowering your future. When you consciously rewrite your timeline, you claim responsibility for your soul's journey. You no longer see yourself as a victim of fate, but as an architect of destiny. The old loops break. The patterns dissolve. And in their place, new paths open. Paths aligned with your purpose, your joy, your highest frequency. In our final step, we'll take everything we've cleared, activated, and rewritten, and enter the sacred space of surrender, where miracles flow effortlessly, and life begins to respond to the truth of who you've become. Rewriting your timeline is one of the most advanced spiritual tools you can master, because it's not just healing, it's quantum alignment. In the quantum field, all versions of you exist simultaneously. That means your healed self, your empowered self, your abundant self. They are already real, already vibrating amalgam ponto no tempo. When you consciously choose to engage with past versions of yourself with love and light, you collapse timelines. You merge with the most coherent version of your soul's path. Suddenly, synchronicities increase. Manifestations speed up. Old blockages dissolve. Not because you force them away, but because they no longer match your frequency. This process is also deeply compassionate. Most of us carry internalized shame for how we handled certain moments in our lives, for the things we tolerated, the people we trusted, the dreams we abandoned. But when you return to those moments and bring presence instead of judgment, you create emotional redemption. You begin to realize, I did the best I could with the consciousness I had. And that awareness softens everything. It's not about blaming the past you. It's about reclaiming them, loving them, and integrating them, so no part of you is left behind. You become whole again. And a whole soul is an unstoppable force of light. So if your present feels blocked, chaotic, or unclear, consider this. Maybe your future isn't waiting for more effort. Maybe it's waiting for reconciliation. Maybe the version of you you've been striving to become is actually waiting for you to go back and rescue the version you left behind. That's the alchemy of timeline healing. It bridges the gap between pain and purpose, between chaos and coherence. It's the silent miracle that changes everything. And once your story is no longer rooted in survival, but in sacred remembrance, you become ready for the final step. True surrender, where you stop forcing, start trusting, and allow the universe to flow through you. Step 7. Enter the miracle state, surrender and authentic trust. There comes a point on every true healing journey when effort must give way to trust. After you've cleared, activated, reprogrammed, and rewritten, there is one final, sacred step: surrender. Not as defeat, but as divine cooperation. This is the miracle state, where you no longer operate from willpower alone, but from alignment, flow, and unwavering trust in something greater. It is here that miracles begin to unfold, not because you're chasing them, but because you've become a match for them. The miracle state isn't something you force, it's something you enter when your energy becomes still, open, and receptive to grace. Many people misunderstand surrender. They think it means giving up or becoming passive. But true surrender is the most powerful act of faith. It means you've done your part. Now you let the universe do its part. You stop micromanaging your manifestations. You stop doubting the timing. You stop grasping. And instead, you breathe deeply, place your hands over your heart, and say, I trust. I release. I receive. In this space, your nervous system relaxes. Your energy field opens. And life begins to surprise you. Not with chaos, but with order. Divine order. Everything starts arriving not by force, but by resonance. This state is also deeply magnetic. In surrender, you stop radiating desperation and begin radiating certainty. You stop affirming lack and begin embodying fullness. You become a vibrational match for peace, and peace is the doorway through which miracles walk. This is the frequency where unexpected money appears, where the right person calls, where ideas flow, where healing accelerates. It's not magic, it's coherence with the divine field. When you live in trust, the universe reads your energy as, this soul is ready. And when the universe knows you're ready, it delivers what you stopped trying to control. To enter this state more consistently, create moments of stillness in your day. Breathe deeply. Visualize yourself surrendering your worries into a river of light. See them float away. Affirm your trust out loud. I don't need to know how. I just need to allow. When you truly release attachment to outcomes, you make room for higher outcomes to emerge. Outcomes far beyond what your mind could have planned. This is not laziness. This is alignment. It's when the ego steps back and the soul steps forward. When fear is quiet and intuition speaks clearly. It's when you realize the most powerful version of you is also the most surrendered. As this final step integrates, know this, your energy is different now. You are no longer operating from old patterns. You've cleared, cleansed, reprogrammed, opened, rewritten, and now you've released. This is the miracle frequency. Walk forward from this moment not as someone waiting for change, but as someone embodying change. Trust the unfolding. Trust the pauses. Trust the process. And above all, trust yourself, because the healed, aligned, magnetic version of you is already here. If you've come this far, take a moment to honor yourself. Most people never stop to truly heal. Most people keep repeating the same cycles, waiting for the world to change while ignoring the one thing that truly matters, their own energy. But you chose differently. You chose presence over avoidance, light over fear, alignment over control. And that choice has already begun shifting everything. You may not see it all right away, but feel it. Something inside you has moved. A frequency has been lifted. And from this point forward, your life is no longer a reflection of your wounds, but a mirror of your awakening. The 7 steps you've just walked through are not temporary fixes. They're spiritual technologies. They're tools you can return to any time life feels heavy, confusing, or uncertain. Save this video. Rewatch it. Practice the steps again and again. With each round, you'll deepen your healing, amplify your magnetism, and anchor yourself more fully into your soul's timeline. You are no longer walking blindly through life. You are walking as a conscious creator, connected to your truth, open to miracles, and aligned with the divine rhythm of your path. You are not just healed, you are empowered. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone you love. Let's raise the vibration of the collective, one healed heart at a time. And if you feel called, leave a comment below with the words, I am open to miracles. Say it with intention. Claim it with your energy. This is your declaration to the universe that you are ready. Ready to receive, to expand, to shine. Thank you for allowing this journey to unfold through you. Now go, not as who you were, but as who you truly are. the healed, radiant, magnetic version of you, fully alive and fully aligned. As we reach the end of this journey, take a deep breath and let's gently revisit what you've just unlocked. You recognized and accepted your energetic wounds. You cleared old vibrations through breath and sound. You reprogrammed your subconscious with empowering affirmations. You awakened your heart, the center of all transformation. You transmuted painful memories with light. You rewrote your timeline with compassion and clarity. And finally, you entered the miracle state through surrender and trust. These 7 steps form a sacred path, one that leads not just to healing, but to liberation. You are no longer the same person who pressed play on this video. Now, I want to ask you something deeply personal. Which of these 7 steps spoke to your soul the most, and why? Was there a moment that opened something inside you, or a realization that felt like truth? Share it in the comments. Let's create a space of real connection below this video. A field of healing, remembrance, and mutual inspiration. Your words could be the exact message someone else needs to read today. If you're ready to step fully into your healing journey, type, "I am ready to live in my miracle frequency." Let this be your public commitment to the next level of your life. If this video helped you feel lighter, clearer, or more connected to yourself, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you love, someone who's ready to break free from old energetic cycles. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. Every week, we create powerful content designed to help you awaken, align, and expand into your highest potential. Your healing is powerful, but your consistency with this inner work is what will truly transform your life. And if you're wondering what to watch next, I've got the perfect companion video for you. It's called, "Do This Every Morning for 7 Days. I Was Shocked by What Happened Next." It's a powerful morning ritual that amplifies everything we explored today, helping you anchor these 7 steps into your daily life with ease and clarity. I highly recommend watching it right after this one. The link is on the screen and in the description below. Let your next 7 days become the foundation of a lifetime of miracles. Thank you for showing up for yourself today, for being brave enough to look inward and wise enough to listen. You are the medicine you've been waiting for. Keep going, keep trusting, and keep returning to your light again and again. Until next time, stay aligned, stay open, and remember, the universe responds to the frequency you choose. Choose the miracle.